Hi, this is Erin, your patient access trainer. I am recording this video for you and feeling like a big idiot doing it. So, go ahead and laugh. That's fine. But the purpose of this video is to bring to you an easy, accessible way to show you how to do work comp patients. We've been having some issues, especially collected from Workman patients, where they're being entered either incorrectly or they're not using the claim that's already been established by Workman. So Heather and I felt like this was the best and most efficacious way to bring you training on how to do work comp claims. So what I'm going to show you today is how from beginning to end to enter a work comp claim, and then also when there's an existing claim in the system, how to utilize that. So what we're seeing right now is I've created a fake patient, and we're going to go ahead and enter his work comp information. So at this point, it could be a scheduled patient, it could be an ER patient, it could be somebody who's going to work med, whatever the case may be. This is how you're going to enter a claim from the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and open up his account, and we can see that, everything's checking out all right now. At this point, we're going to need to create a hospital account so we can get in there. And we're going to need to go, we've got our hospital account, and then right underneath it, we've got our green folder. Sometimes that's surgery, sometimes that's something else, but at this point, we're working with an outpatient. So we're going to go ahead to change guarantor. So we go ahead and click on change guarantor. Right now, we see that the personal family is in use, but we don't want to use that right now. So what we can do is go ahead and highlight him and deactivate it. And then we're going to add a new guarantor. At this point, we want to click on workers' comp. It is not a third-party liability if it's a work comp claim. The only time that third-party liability should be used is if it is a car accident and the other party's insurance, the third-party insurance, is going to pay, or if a patient has TRICARE, TriWest, or VA, then we use third-party payer. It's always work comp if it's a work injury. It's never third party. Okay? So that is the first mistake that we're seeing. It's always workers' comp. It is going to be self. I know that's confusing because initially that wasn't the issue, but it is self. And an Epic will automatically select self. So go ahead and keep it self. And then we want to go ahead and put date of injury. We're just going to go ahead and use today as the date of injury. And we're going to create a new account. All right, this is where we're creating a new claim information record. If there was an existing one, it would be listed down here, but there isn't an existing one. So we are going to create a new claim information record. You just click next. And just as a side note here, you've got all this information to fill in. It does give you the option to finish over here. Don't do that. You want to click next. Now it's going to let us name the claim. Now I've seen people name these claims all sorts of things in different manners. And how you want to name this claim is, first of all, it needs to say WC for work comp. This differentiates it from the third-party liability claims. So we're going to put WC, and then we're going to put the date, and today is the 15th. And then we're going to put what the injury was. So we're going to put injury. And those are the three components that we need in every single one. Work comp, the date, and what the injury is. It doesn't matter if you switch around the date and what the injury is, but as long as you have those three components, then that's a good name for the claim, okay? So we're going to go ahead and accept that. Now it's going to give us some fields to fill in. You don't need to worry so much about the general claim information. This is not something for us to fill in, but this middle section, that is for us to fill in. So we'll go ahead and fill in the injury date. If you have it, the time of injury. Obviously, the place of injury is work, and that's already populated. We don't need to put in auto accident state. That is for the third party liabilities, if that's what we're using this claim for, but it's not. The body part injured is going to be arm. So we get to select, is it left arm or right arm? I think Dumbledore had, he used his right arm. So this is patient employment. Like if you open this up, you can see that there's other things you could use here, but this is patient employment. The work comp employer. I don't remember if I added one or not, but I think that we can just put other for the employer. And then we have the work comp claim number. At this point, like if we're assuming this person's coming in to get an MRI or something like that, which is what Professor Dumbledore is scheduled for, we would have that work comp claim number. If you are an ER clerk and you're putting this information in, as we've already discussed, they don't have a work comp claim number most likely. So you can leave that, but I'm just going to put in this work comp claim number. And then what they want is an injury description. So, patient, if I could spell, patient was casting spell too vigorously. Was injured. And I spelled vigorously wrong. There we go. Vigorously was injured. Okay, that's as much as you need to enter in, just some information about how this patient was hurt. So as you can see, we've got all the fields that we need to fill out populated. So we'll click next. In this field, we've only got this primary claim info. And if you click on that magnifying glass, it's just going to pull over the name of the claim over. So we can just keep that there. And we're going to go next. And this is the part where we get to enter in the work comp payer. If you type in WC, it will bring up all the work comp information, or all the work comp carriers, I apologize, that we have in the system. If they have one that we do not have listed, you would obviously use other, in which case you would need to type in all of the information. And I'll just go ahead and show you that. That might be the best way to do this. Let's see. Work comp other. Of course, it doesn't want to come up. Okay, so is it commercial under other? I love when I'm doing this and I look like an idiot. Okay. I really did practice this before I made this video, I promise. You're probably all screaming at the video, telling me where to look for it. It's under work comp other. There it is. So we're going to use work comp other so I can show you where you need to enter in that work comp claim information. And then Albus Dumbledore is going to be the subscriber. I know that previously we had the employer for the subscriber, but that is not the case any longer. So the patient is the subscriber. So we'll go ahead and click on him. And then the member relationship to the subscriber is going to be self. The insurance ID is going to be the social security number of the patient. So if the patient does not have that social security number, they can't have a work comp claim. They're going to have to contact their employer to find out how this is going to be paid for. So it's mandatory that we have social security number here. I don't know Dumbledore's social security number, so we're just going to put that in there. Member effective from, that's going to be the date of the injury. This is where you're going to put in, so since it's a work comp other, it's not one that we have listed in the system, we're going to click on this claim address, and we're going to enter in the name of the company, so like Spells R Us, I don't know, and then we'll go ahead and put in their address and their phone number. And we're going to go ahead and accept that there. Okay, so all that information is entered into the system. So we're going to click next. And this is just kind of like a way that you can go ahead and check. Did I get everything in there? Is this everything correctly? Yes. So we'll go ahead and click next. And it's going to give you this last chance to add another coverage for this guarantor or add another guarantor for this patient. And we don't really want to do that. We've got everything that we need. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this claim. So if you go back to the interactive phase sheet, what it should be saying is work comp, WC, the patient's name, and then we want the work comp carrier, and then we want the patient to be the subscriber. That's how you correctly enter a claim. Now, when you obviously go through your whole checklist, but you can come over here to claim info, and then here's this claim info button at the bottom. Here is that claim, and that's how you access the claim. You can edit claim info from here. We need to go ahead and highlight it and select it and make sure it's got that red check mark. That means that all the charges for today's visit are going to be applied to this work comp claim, and we're going to finish that up. You also want to put in the right occurrence code, and the date will be the date of the accident. Now, just, a fun little tidbit, like if you forgot the date of the claim, you can go, I'll just put today's date to fill it in, and then, what date was this claim? Oh, guess what? It was 1/15. So we've got the right date in there. So that's basically, well, not even basically, that is exactly how you enter in a work comp claim. And then we can go ahead and finish up. So we've got all that information now on that patient. We've got the claim entered. That's how you do it from beginning to end. If you missed anything that I did, if I moved too fast, please, feel free to watch it again. And definitely email me any questions. Now, the next patient that we're going to do is Harry Potter. Now, Harry Potter has already been seen in WorkMed. You can't see that here, but he's already been seen in WorkMed, and he has a work comp claim already in the system. Now, what we're seeing is people are not choosing to attach everything to that claim that's already in the system. They are creating brand new claims, they're listing the claim information, the work comp carrier along with other insurances. When you have a work comp as a guarantor, it should only have that work comp coverage. It should not have any of the patient's personal insurance in there. So as you can see, if you come down here and take a look, we've got personal family with Harry Potter, and then we've got this work comp claim information right here, okay? That should clue you in right there that, oh, this patient already has been seen for a work comp claim. Let's change that information. So what we're going to do is hop over to this green folder again, right under the hospital accounts. We're going to hop over here and we're going to change guarantor. And what we want to do at this point is you don't have to deactivate them, but what you do want to do is select work comp for Harry Potter, and we're going to assign that guarantor, okay? It's going to already populate because WorkMed has already done this. Somebody else has already done the work for you. You have this workers' comp other in here. So you're going to go ahead and select that, okay? Wham, bam, it's already done for you. So when you come up here you've traded these out, these two, the personal, family, and the work comp. Now we've got work comp, and we've got the work comp other as the carrier, and it's already been done for you. And just to make sure that we've got everything in there correctly, excuse me, we're going to jump down to claim info again, and we've got right here, we've got that he's got this claim for 114. So we're going to select it so it has that red check mark, and we're going to finish it up, and then just make sure that we're entering in the right date and that it's an accident, and then we're all done. That's all that it took. So you need to keep your eye out for that claim. Again, if you find, like when you go to change the guarantor, oops, wrong place, sorry. When you go to change the guarantor, there may already be a work comp claim in there, work comp guarantor. So you need to select that one. Just highlight it and assign it. That's all you need to do. And then the last step being you need to go into claim info, make sure that that's selected, and then be done. And that's as simple as it is. So that is the end of this video. Please let me know if you have any questions. I don't need comments on my, technique of making videos, because this is my first time. I'm just really glad you can't see my face. So I hope that this helps you out. Thanks. Bye.